Alright, let's go ahead and talk about Nintendo and this year's E3. I have a good feeling about Nintendo. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's women's intuition or something like that. Maybe it's because the Switch has tons of potential and I could see good things happening. But I've been disappointed before. We all have. So I don't want to get too overly excited. I'm trying to keep my expectations in check. But I do think Nintendo is going to have a decent E3. I think they could have a great E3 if they just do a few things right. Okay, now the rumor is that a Metroid is coming. I wanted to be the one to start this rumor, but I was too late. You know, the rumor already got started. I'm hearing that it could be a 3D Metroid, and on top of that, a 2D Metroid could be coming as well, which is pretty crazy. But that would make me happy. I know some people don't want a 2D Metroid, but I really do. I would be stoked for that. So I hope that's true. I'm really counting on this to be a real thing because we've been waiting for a real, true Metroid for years. And we don't want a cheap knockoff like they tried to do before with that Federation Force or whatever that crap was. We want a real Metroid. So if they can do that at E3, I mean, that's a huge bomb for the fans and for even people who are just kind of casual Nintendo fans who are looking for a reason to buy the Switch. Metroid could be that reason. So I think it would be awesome if they can announce a new Metroid. Also, we know they're going to be showing a lot of Mario Odyssey, which is great. I want to see more of that game, and I know a lot of you guys do too. This will get people hyped. I think if they show some really cool gameplay with like nice level designs, and maybe they can show more of just Mario just doing his thing, you know, using all his little tricks that he does with his hat or whatever, you know, just show more of that game, talk about it really in depth. I'm sure they will. They do tend to do that. They'll focus on a big game and just talk about it forever. And some people hate that. I hate that at times if I don't like the game. But I think for Mario, they should do that. And people are going to get really excited. Also, I hope they drop the release date. I know they don't do that a lot. It seems like I never catch it. Like if they want to announce a game, it's always winter 2017 or holiday 2000. You know what I mean? They don't say a specific date, but if they can do that for Mario, I think that would be awesome. And it would guarantee, at least for the most part, that it is coming on time because I still worry that this thing's going to get delayed. I know they're saying it's still on track and it's going to come in holiday this year, but we don't really know specifically the date or anything. And so I just hope they can give us more confidence that this thing's going to come out on time. That would be nice. I haven't been in anticipation of a new Mario in a long time. Not since Galaxy, I think. So it's refreshing to me at the thought that I could be excited for a new Mario. So yeah, I'm expecting them to show a lot about this game. They're also probably going to talk about Splatoon because I think that comes out after E3, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they'll probably touch on it a little bit. The good thing is that they've kind of talked about it already. They've kind of showed a thing or two about it, and also ARMS, which is coming out. They've showed a lot about that game in a direct. So it kind of frees up some time for other games, and that's where I'm hoping we get some surprises, we get some games making returns. Like for example, I would really like a Luigi's Mansion. I know that's not going to happen, but that's the dream. And you know, they're not going to talk about Mario and then talk about Luigi, but you never know. They could bring it up. Maybe a little montage or a little highlight reel of these games to come. Maybe an indie reel as well. I wouldn't mind that. They did a Nindies presentation before, so I wouldn't mind if they did that again. Just kind of re-emphasize on the indies that are coming. That would be cool. And then they could also talk about maybe some ports that are coming, like Smash, Donkey Kong, you know, games like that were on the Wii U. Specifically, I'm kind of expecting those, and I'm open to those. I'm happy for those because I didn't have a Wii U, so I don't mind seeing some ports being announced and talked about. They can keep it to a minimum, but go ahead and announce those. Kind of trickle those in to kind of fill up the rest of the year and then the start of next year and beyond, because we want to see games coming in at a fast rate. And that's really, you know, what they have to do. They just have to keep bringing the games and letting us know that, you know, there's a bunch of them in the pipeline. That's really what I think is the number one thing Nintendo has to do at E3, is just let us know that these games are coming. I don't even have to necessarily like the games, but there's some big heavy hitters that they could announce at E3. One of them being Pokemon. There's a lot of people out there that would drop everything and empty their bank account for a Switch if Pokemon is on it. I know they're out there. So if they could announce a Pokemon, that would be kind of a huge bomb for those fans. Like I said, I don't like Pokemon, but that would be huge for Nintendo. I know Monster Hunter is a big franchise as well. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know if I'd like it or not, but it seems to be a big game and people really like it. So if they could announce titles like that, I think that would be great for Nintendo. I know they're going to talk about maybe some Fire Emblem, maybe some Xenoblade, because we know those are coming, so maybe they'll just kind of expand more on those, which I won't mind. I want to see more about Xenoblade because I'd like to get it. I'd like to, you know, some reasons to get it. So I'm cool with that. Just keep the information coming. Keep the games coming. That's really what they need to do. I don't necessarily think it's like do or die, but at the same time, it kind of is. Like they need some bombs, I think. And I think they can do it. I have a good feeling. I just don't want to be disappointed, so I'm not going to be like, yeah, it's going to be the best ever. I'm hopeful for Nintendo. The Switch, it's a sexy little device. I think if they just talk about some online stuff, which I didn't even mention yet. Can you tell us there's going to be party chat, Nintendo? That would be nice. Like, throw that in there. Give us some announcements about that online. But like I said, the device is nice. And if they could just play their cards right, get these announcements out, keep the games coming, the Switch could be a huge success. You know, it's looking great so far. They just need to keep it going. So that's pretty much what I feel about Nintendo and what they need to do. But as far as like if I had to bet money or think about the most realistic things that are possible, there might be some duds. There's going to be some parts where we're like, ugh, what is this? That's probably going to happen. But I just hope there's some really good things in there to get us excited. And again, that online needs to be talked about. Let's talk about these features. Let's talk about the party chat. Let's talk about, you know, what's going to happen as far as paying for the online. How much is that going to cost? Have they? I don't even know if they've announced that yet. I don't think they did. So yeah, maybe they can squeeze that in there and let us know what is up with that. And as far as like, if they're going to play this safe, possibly. Nintendo could have a safe conference. You know, when it comes to Nintendo, people are very, very loyal. It's just for getting to the, you know, the casual market, the people who don't have a Switch yet. That's where I feel they need to drop something really big to where it makes them want to get one. That's very important right now because the console is fresh, it's brand new, and you need to set the tone, right? So that's where I'm at with this thing. And I do feel like Nintendo, they can play it safe in some areas, but in other areas they can't. It needs to be well balanced, it needs to be informative, and it needs to get people talking. I think that is the most important thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is going to be a short video. All of them, I try to keep them under 10 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think, what you expect from Nintendo, what you want from Nintendo. Do you have a Switch? Are you like me and you're just waiting for more games and what's going to come? Or are you looking to buy a Switch and you just want reasons why? Let's hope they come with the answers, right? So that is it, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace.